Back at the shop again. Just got the car inspected. I don't know what that ticking sound is. Go figure. We're gonna get a new seat in and some harnesses. We're gonna reconnect that handbrake as well. So exciting. Well, yeah, I'm not pumped on this. It just started making this ticking sound, literally just as I pulled up to the shop. So this ticking sound didn't actually come back after I took it out of the shop. I took it for about a 3-hour drive, didn't come back. But yeah, just hoping the new injectors fix that problem. Really hoping for the best. Bear with me, guys. This video is all over the place. So yeah, last prep before drift season. All right, so got this all mounted up. Sub belt just bolted straight through the floor with some fender washers. Oh boy. And that would be bolted right there. So right next to this little divot. And painted there too, so it's rust. Gonna do the same thing on the other side. And yeah, huge shout out to Eli, my buddy. He helped me get these in through ordering with his business. I wouldn't be able to get them in this quick. Basically, these arrived in like 2 days. So large Prisma seat for the passenger and the same harness for the passenger. Just got the hydro bled. Also just threw the seat bracket on the passenger seat. So we got the large Prisma ready to go. We'll have matching seats. Not sure what I recorded today. Kind of just been head down working, but got the handbrake all bled up, and as well got the driver's side sub harness adjusted. So I'm gonna do that on the passenger side. We'll get the passenger side bucket seat in and get that all sorted. After that, all I gotta do is just do an alignment. I also wanna fix the side splitters on the car. That is kind of necessary because there's only a zip tie holding up the rear of this right now, which is not ideal. So I want to bolt that back on. Potentially I might be doing injectors. We're looking pretty damn good. And as well, I don't know if I showed you guys, but got the inspection sticker. So car is ready to drive, and yeah, it's just exciting to be able to drive this car again. Got the passenger seat all mounted up and pretty much good to go. Just got to lengthen that sub harness, but yep, we have a passenger bucket seat. Late at night in the shop, got both the side skirts off. Gonna be replacing those side splitters with new ones. Something that I think is hilarious when I first did this, if you guys look at the lack of washer. There's a washer on there, but what the heck? How did that even stay on in the first place? So this side held on with a zip tie in the back. But yeah. What the hell was I thinking? So I got some fender washers to replace the lack of washers. And yeah, we're gonna do it right this time. Also aligning the car right now. I just lengthened the traction arms in the back, hoping to gain a little bit more anti-squat. So I did like about 3 full turns. I matched each side to be the same exact length. Right now for the rear, we've got 3/16 of toe in on either side. So a little bit over quarter and a half, if that makes sense, of toe in the rear. A little bit more than I had last year. I had a 1/4 inch of toe. And now we're just gonna make sure the front is good. We're just gonna set that to be a 1/16 of toe out total, because I do street drive the car. We'll see if that rear toe messes up the tire wear for street driving. I hope not, but you know, quick string alignment, cannot go wrong with it. So maybe I'll do a video on that soon, because I'm gonna be messing with ride height again, I think, pretty soon. So Right now I'm waiting for some side splitters to dry, but I want to change out my injectors today. I have a sneaking suspicion one of them might be stuck open or leaking, so just want to address that. I've never changed them since I've owned the car, and it's been two full seasons of drifting on them, so ended up grabbing some remanufactured injectors from a local place here in New England, actually called New England Injectors. No affiliation with them, just they got it here on time and I'm happy about it. So also on my GoPro today, I'm running out of space on my phone, so hopefully the video quality isn't too bad, but all right, so let's start off by getting these intakes off. So just gonna unplug the MAFs. Actually, let's disconnect the battery too. That's a good idea. I did want to do a bit of a more detailed video on changing injectors, so I might actually upload a more detailed version of this later, but yeah, right now just getting those intakes off and getting to the filters, getting to check those out. They looked pretty haggard, so yeah, gotta kind of keep up with that. I got the K&N drop-in filters, so I gotta take those out and clean them, or just get a paper filter until I can clean them. Probably due to clean these filters too. And right now just getting those intake tubes off of the throttle bodies so we can get those off later. Gonna pop off the engine cover. Cool. Take this off of this little intake piece. Right now, just getting the throttle bodies unbolted off of the plenum. When you do this, make sure you don't unplug them. Otherwise, you're going to have to do a relearn. Even if you unplug your battery, you're going to really not want to have to do that. I think you need like a bi-directional OBD2 scanner to do that, and those are pretty much above 600 and above. And yeah, not trying to spend that money. And at this point, I just started going around the plenum and unplugging every single line that I could possibly find. There was a decent amount of them. There's a bunch of lines on here you're gonna have to disconnect. There's these two here. Got one right here. A couple of electrical connectors back here. This line right here. As well, this one right here. And that's all the lines, and then we'll just undo all of these plenum bolts and take the plenum off. So at this point, just started undoing the plenum bolts and kind of got caught up by a couple little brackets on the back. There's two 10 mils on the back of the plenum that you need to undo some brackets that are holding on like some hardline hoses that are connected to your rubber hoses. So gotta undo those, and then I think I found a couple more lines in the back of the plenum as well that I needed to get taken out. So yeah, it's got like a heart. Yeah, there is a lot going on back there, but as long as you can remember what you took off and from where, I honestly would recommend taking a video. Like, you know, I always reference my old videos, honestly, when I work on my car, so definitely helps a lot. Around this time as well, my Uncle Greg started helping me out with the project. Definitely helps out a lot having somebody handing you tools or finding things you missed or whatever else. I always appreciate a hand working on things. So right now, just getting the fuel rail unbolted from the block itself and unbolting the regulator from the fuel rail to depressurize the system. So basically just getting all this stuff off and trying to not get fuel everywhere, although that is pretty hard to do. We did plug the intake runners with towels. Definitely do something with those, you know, put some masking tape over them or towels if you have them, anything at all to keep things from dropping in there.
See these clips?
Yeah, those hold them into the rails.
Yeah, I know, but if you can take them off,
Okay.
then the individual injector will stay, and you can get it out afterwards. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And a lot of you guys might be thinking, well, why aren't you just taking the fuel rail out with the injectors and all the clips and stuff? We had tried to do that, but one of the injectors popped out of the clip and didn't stay in the fuel rail. So we decided to undo all of the clips first and take the fuel rail off of the injectors and leave the injectors in the block. These have never been changed, and it really seemed like they were stuck in there. So yeah, it was pretty rough trying to get these out. All right, GoPro died, so getting the new injectors in now. Old injectors came out pretty rough. A lot of the O-rings broke off and broke into pieces, so yeah, about time to do this now. Wired all back up. Just gonna drop this fuel rail on there. All right, so we're getting the plenum back on and torque these down to 14 with the series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we use grease to keep that gasket on in the groove while we lowered it down. So, all right, so I'm just gonna prime it a few times. It's not wanting to prime again, so I'm just gonna try and start it. Sweet. All right, so that is the injectors done on the 370. My camera died halfway through the install. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta figure that one out. Did want to record more, but overall not too hard. The hardest part was getting the injectors out of the block. The O-rings were pretty messed up. So like, they came out in pieces, some of them. So today is the day. We get these replaced, these side skirts or side splitters. I have no idea how the hell these were even held on. There is some thin washers over here. Like what was I thinking? So going to rip these off, replace it with the new ones. And yeah, I'll just probably do a quick time lapse of that. These are pretty easy to install. Just basic PVC siding, painted black with 5 bolts on it. Gonna rip these off, get the side skirts back on the car. Then all I gotta do is oil change and a bolt check. And this thing is ready for the next event. So, yep, very exciting. Very exciting. All right, so got the splitters over here. My idea is to put the old one on top of the new one. Make sure we got any crud off the back of this. All right, but I am gonna just drill the holes exactly where they are. It should bolt right up. I think I'll hang on to this old side skirt just for a drilling template. There's the driver's side. probably hang on to this one too. Think what we'll do next is just mount these on the side skirts and put some accents on them. All right, so relatively simple. I got those all mounted with the nice thick fender washers and wrapped as well with the orange accent. So all that's left to do is get these on the car. All right, so got the side skirts back on, nice and fresh. New side splitters with fat fender washers. Those are not going anywhere. Kind of been strapped for funds on like the car, I guess. I would really would like to get the rear end of this car sorted at some time. You know, it's annoying, but whatever. I would love to refresh the car, like a nice refresh, like new paint, all of that stuff someday, but I don't know, probably not this season. But yeah, gonna lower this thing down as well, take it for a drive. I did replace injectors yesterday, so it'd be kind of cool to take it for a drive and, you know, see how it feels. Get some oil, bring it back here, and do the thing. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do next, but I don't know if I'm going to include that into this video or not. In case this is an outro, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a comment down below, give it a like, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Have a nice night, day, wherever you are. Peace out.